Mhm. Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is a unannounced live event. I just wanted to read a couple of scriptures here before we have our live service tomorrow on the Sabbath. Well, actually recorded. I'm working on tomorrow's Sabbath as we speak today. Today, I wanted to introduce a book. This is the Essene Gospel of Peace, and it's actually a book of 4 different books. Let me see. The Essene Gospel of Peace, the Unknown Books of the Essenes, the Lost Scroll of the Essene Brotherhood, and the Teachings of the Elect. So it's actually 4 books in one. Now, for anyone wondering who the Essenes are, the Essenes are recorded to be a sect of a Jewish sect that moved away from the main sect because they were against the sacrificial system and actually stood with Jeremiah, believed in Jeremiah that the lion pen scribes had misled them to sacrifice animals. So they moved away. And the Essenes was meant to be a part of where Jesus was belonged with the Essenes. So I'm going to read a couple of pages from their book today. I hope you guys enjoy this. And so the only reason this book is not in the Bible is because the world says, oh, no, we can't authenticate it. Well, I'm authenticating it right now for you. Everything in this book aligns with that more compassionate path. So where would there be corruption and manipulation in this book to try and what? Trick you or manipulate you to be kind and compassionate? If that's the key motive of the 2 greatest commandments, isn't this like a good way to go? Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? It's good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. I haven't been live for a while, actually. Just trying to find the time, but I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I'm just going to read from this book, The Essene Gospel of Peace. We're going to read page 1. I'm just going to read a couple of scriptures from this. I hope you enjoy it. Vegan Mister, hey, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you both here. I didn't really... Oh, doing pretty good. Hope you're doing good. Well, yeah, doing great. Going to do some outreach at the weekend, maybe tomorrow, actually. I've got my TV on the stand, got my power bank. I'm gonna stand in the street tomorrow. I'm gonna do my own little cube of truth and play some slaughterhouse footage, hand out some flyers and little cards, and just hope people stop by and ask questions. And I'm going to use the anonymous for the voiceless approach of holding people accountable. So looking forward to that. I'm going to try and record it. I'll have a camera in the car. So if I can park close by, the camera in the car filming, and I'll wear a microphone so you can listen in on the conversations. It's not going to be live, but I'll record it. So I'm looking forward to that. How are you guys doing? Vegan Mister, good to see you. Kathy, what are you guys up to? Put that in the comments. And don't forget, I have the vegan church services tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, so check that out. I'm going to be speaking up for the group PETA tomorrow, PETA. Going to be playing a few of the advertisements. And next week, we're going to focus on Anonymous for the Voiceless and the great work they do there out on the streets. All right, so let me read just a couple of scriptures from this amazing book. And I want you to think about how in the world does this align with veganism? All right. So the Essene Gospel of Peace, page 1, and it reads, and then many sick and maimed came to Jesus, asking him, if you know all things, tell us, why do we suffer with these grievous plagues? Why are we not whole like other men? Master, heal us, that we too may be strong and need abide no longer in our misery. We know that you have it in your power to heal all manner of disease. Free us from Satan and from this great afflictions, Master. Have compassion on us. So straight away, that first little verse there. He said that many people in that day were sick, plagues and full of illnesses and diseases. And that's because in Genesis, I believe it's 6:5, this is where God sees that everyone became wicked and evil, and it all came from this heart. And they were just eating anyone, causing death to all these animals and causing suffering and just consuming all this death, which causes plagues and illnesses is within the body. And the people were actually enticed and lured by Satan to do these things. So they're like a slave, a captive to Satan. And this is why people get sick here. So to get out of this, all you have to do is eat from the Garden of Eden. So you see how that perfectly aligns here. So they come to Jesus asking for help. I just love it. Even verse 1, it gets to me there. So verse 2, and Jesus answered, "Happy are you that you hunger for the truth, for I will satisfy you with the bread of wisdom." The bread. I love how he doesn't use the bread and fish of wisdom. No, he uses just bread wisdom. Happy are you that you knock, for I will open you the door of life. Happy are you that you cast out of the power of Satan, for I will lead you into the kingdom of our mother's angels, where the power of Satan cannot enter. And they asked him in amazement, "Who is our mother, and which her angels? And where is her kingdom? Your mother is within you, and you in her. She bore you, she gave you life, and it was she who gave it to your body, and her shall you give it back one day. Happy are you when you come to know her and your kingdom. If you receive your mother's angels and you do her laws, I will truly tell you, he who does these things shall never see disease." See how it's reading? If we obey God's more compassionate path, you'll never see disease. Since I went vegan, my cholesterol levels are perfect across the board. I very, very rarely even get a cold, and when I get a cold, it's pretty much it fizzles out. Within days, a day or two. I never really have these heavy coughing anymore. So there we go. When we take out the death, the suffering, the violence out of the diet, it's like listening to God. The blood which runs in us is born of the blood of the earthly mother. Her blood falls from the clouds. So let's stop right there. So the Essene Gospels of Peace were a sect that moved away from the main sect in the Jewish days right at the start when Jesus was around, because the Essenes didn't believe in the sacrificial system. They understood that it was Jeremiah that pointed this out in 8:8, that in Leviticus they'd lied. Lying pens, the scribes had lied. And God never demanded animal sacrifices. I don't know if you know the scriptures too well, but it's very clear when God brought the 12 tribes out of Israel, out of Egypt, he never told them he wanted sacrifices. This came from the evil intent of the corrupt and wicked, evil heart. Oh, wowza. So this sect, the Essene group, they moved away from the sacrificial system, the main Jewish, because they didn't want to do any sacrificing anymore. And it's believed that Jesus actually, in fact, was a part of this Essene group, which makes sense, right? When Jesus goes into the temple, the sacrificial temple, and drove the animals out, called it a den of robbers, and in return, was killed for standing up to this sacrificial system, which he accomplished. He destroyed the sacrificial system, got rid of the priest, closed out the tower, and no one sacrifices animals now to get rid of sin anymore. So this is the power of this book. So if anyone wants to read this, go and get it, because it is amazing. And this is actually like 300 pages, the 4 books in here. Check it out. The Essene Gospel of Peace. If it was in the Bible, wow, it would be, the whole world would be vegan. I can't really get into it too much, but it even talks about the eating of animals. It goes against God, and it's death, and it plagues the body. Wow. And so there we go. So if you guys are free today, 6 p.m. today, Central Standard Time, check out Creation Care Church. They are live again today. I'll be in the chats. So if you want to chat, we can chat there. Leave a comment, help them out, share the pages and stuff. What else have we got going on? I got a new green screen behind me. I don't know if you noticed. It helps with the ripping and tearing. You don't see that effect too much anymore. This is what you need, Kathy. Get a green screen behind you, and some kind of computer, and put a little camera up there. Your live events will look so much better. Look, should we change the background? I think I can change that background. Oh, there we go. What a beautiful house. All right. I'm just going to go over here and play the piano in a minute. I'll see how that works. Does it look real? I don't know. Anyway, so I was just testing out live stream here, really, just to see if I still have access, and I do, which is great. And thought I'd give a little reading of this book. Check it out. You can pick this up on Amazon. I think I got mine for $20. It was on eBay or Amazon. If you look around, you can find it. But don't be fooled. I got fooled at first. I bought this book. I thought, yes, I got it. This was like $7. Look how good this is. This is just like book 1, and this is all 4 books. So you got to pay a little more sometimes. Yeah, the green screen's great. Let me turn my screen background off and show you my green screen. All right, so it's on a roller, so it's right behind me, and I just open the top and it rolls down into a case. So it's really, I just pop it up and down, when I do these live events. So let me change the background. What can we put on here? We've got all kinds of stuff we can put in the background here. There's my old vegan window. And then we'll save movement. Sometimes I feel like we're talking to brick walls, right? All right, there we go. Okay, hey Daniel, welcome to the live event here. I'm listening with my earbuds at work. Hey Stuart. Wow, yeah, I do that sometimes as well. I have a little pocket speaker. It's over there. And then I put my earbuds in sometimes. I'm not allowed to wear earbuds at work, but I have my secret device. And I have to pull it right down over my ears so I can listen to the earbuds, at work. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, check out this book. Absolutely. Let's read a little bit more, actually. The Essene Gospel of Peace. If this was in the Bible, the whole world would be vegan. You know what this is meant to be? This is meant to be the teachings of the 12 disciples. And in fact, it was around 1875 that this doctor guy, Dr. Ousley, I believe it was meant to have been, was it in Tibet? And he found a manuscript in Tibet, translated it into French, and then it got later translated into English, and this is it here. Now, the modern day church said, oh no, that can't be unreal. We can't authenticate that because the original manuscript is missing. How about that? Isn't that strange that the original manuscript is missing? Oh no, this was from the Vatican, sorry. The original manuscript in the Vatican. So the Vatican said, no, it can't be real because we don't have that. And then here's another book. This is called The Gospel of the Holy 12. This was the one that was found in Tibet. And they said, oh no, because the original manuscript went missing. So the core values of these 2 books promote compassion and kindness, trying to manipulate people to be kind and compassionate. There's no motive. So why would there be forgeries? You know, it's funny how both manuscripts went missing from a modern day church that supported the sacrificial system and still supports that today with the killing and mass murder of animals. It blinds me sometimes. So yeah, check them out. The Essene Gospel of Peace. So yeah, service tomorrow is at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be talking about Peter and the secrets to the kingdom of heaven, which you guys are already awake, right? Awaken to the truth. You understand the secrets to the kingdom of heaven is to look after your brother. And who is your brother? All God's creation, right? Yeah, awesome. Well, I don't know how long I'm going to stay alive. I was really just testing, make sure I still had access. But 6 p.m. tonight, Creation Care Church. Check them out. We're going to be live. I know Craig's got a great service tonight about speaking up and the power of speaking up. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So what's going on now? Did I show you my power supply? My last one broke, so I had to go and buy this new one. It was I think I got it on sale for $180. So they're pretty expensive. But this is going to power my TV in the streets all day while I'm there. So you know, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I moved. I live near an airport now. I don't know if you can hear that, but the airplanes fly by pretty heavily. All right, so we have someone else joined there. Hey, Tracy, the Essene of the Gospel of Peace is the book. Yes, yeah, I have 2 books here. The Essene Gospel of Peace. This is actually 4 books in one. And I don't know if you've read this, Tracy, but wow. So book 1 is the Essene Gospel of Peace. Book 2, the Unknown Books of the Essenes. The 3 Lost Scrolls of the Essene Brotherhood and the Teachings of the Elect. And all 4 of them are in this 300-page book here. If this was in the Bible, the whole world would be vegan for sure. I guarantee that. But okay, what can I say? It hasn't been authenticated by a world that causes suffering to animals, I guess. I was a bit of a fool at first, and I bought this. I thought this was the whole book, the Essene Gospel of Peace. This is just book 1. And you can pick this up. It's got a sticker price there, $1. I paid $7 for that one. But yeah, this book is Peace. I don't know, Tracy, if you have this book, but I believe you can read it online for free, actually. There's PDF versions of it. It's a great book to read. And then I got this other one online as well. I don't know if you've read this one, Tracy, the Gospel of the Holy 12. If anyone in the watching right now, Kathy, Daniel, Vegan Mister, if you don't know who Tracy is one of the board members from Creation Care Church, and he actually has his own book club. But I believe it's once a week, Tracy. Maybe we'll get Craig to announce that tonight. When and what time the book club is, and can anyone join? And I believe you pick a book every week and you read it as a group. So yeah, I should really take the time to join you maybe one of these weeks. But yeah, that's cool. What are we, Q3? Well, I'm going to go shopping, I think, today. I need to get some groceries. I tried to save some money, and what I did was, whatever food, you know, if you keep buying groceries, you fill up the freezer, you fill up the fridge, and before you know it, all the stuff you really didn't want to eat ends up pushed back, you know. So I stopped buying food a couple of weeks now, and I'm eating all that stuff at the back. And I'm on the last item now. So now I've saved a bit of money. I'm going to go out and buy some fresh produce, food from the Garden of Eden, right? Food with kindness and goodness, right? So exciting. Yeah. So I have my my backup charger. we have. I'm going to be using a wireless microphone tomorrow when I'm on the streets, showing the slaughterhouse footage. If not, I got these wireless ones too. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. I look forward to it. Let's play with some of the stuff on my desk here. Anyone know what this is? Oh, hey, Ruth. Good to see you, my friend. Shalom. Yeah, the Sabbath is starting soon here. As soon as it gets dark. I was just sharing some of the junk I have on my desk that I've collected over the years. Anyone know what this is? Yeah, I'm gonna go shopping very shortly. I kind of came on really. I was just testing out live stream here to see if I could still access, and then I'm just trying to promote this book, The Essene Gospel of Peace. Another free way that I figured out how to read this. If you go on YouTube and type in The Essene Gospel of Peace, there's someone who's took the time to upload every page and read it out aloud. So, I mean, you could do that while you're sleeping. You know, that's a great way of seeing it. But I am telling you, if this was in the Bible, whole world would be vegan. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, so this is a singing bowl. And it kind of works on vibration. I got to take my ring off to if anyone's ever had any of these. Yeah, Tracy got it. Is that what they call it? A singing bowl? I think so, yeah. So you kind of just like tap it and then go around. Oh, you can hear that. It won't stop. Just keeps going. I don't know. It's meant to that frequency. I struggle saying the word frequency. It's meant to clear out negative energy. Nonsense, right? I guess, but it's just a little toy that I picked up a long time ago. Now, I did get these recently. I had a coupon. This is a great thing. I definitely, Tracy, if you're still watching, I definitely recommend Creation Care Church thinks about getting something like this. Because, you know, when I finish a conversation on the street, sometimes that pamphlet doesn't really, you know, have all quick information for people. So I give them this little business card that they can keep in the wallet, and it has a list of documentaries and must-reads on there. That's from Anonymous for the Voiceless. I had them printed out. But I would like a little barcode on here that I can just scan with my phone and it takes me right to the page, right? So if Creation Care Church had little business cards, they could put on there like a little barcode, a QR code. So you can just scan it with the phone. It takes you right to the Creation Care Church website or Facebook group, YouTube channel, vice versa. And you could also include documentary lists as well. It's on here. I got that one. You know, the Dominion one? This is the one I push out the most, Dominion. You know, the hidden truth in this world. It's written in Revelations 12 that, you know, that red dragon, Satan, was held down to earth and he deceived the whole world. So I believe he put the system in place to deceive children. So as they grow up, they don't realize what they're eating. And then they have to come to this crossroads in their life when they realize animals suffer and they have to make a choice. And the world has been so corrupt, they're focusing on that evil desires of the heart, you know. So the truth is, animals are not food, right? So I want to get people to watch the truth that the documentary Dominion is the key. I go there. I just knew that wouldn't close so easy, but there we go. So I had a $40 coupon. I paid $5 for 500 cards. Wow, pretty good, right? Vista Print. All right, Creation Care Church is on tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever time that is for you. So check them out on their YouTube channel or Facebook, Creation Care Church. They'll be live. Craig talks for about 30 minutes over the scriptures and then opens it up and he'll read from the comments. So just like you're doing now, say where you're from, put your name, and don't be afraid to ask questions about the scriptures. Or even if it's not related, ask about how to deal with objections, stuff like that. It's a great resource to have. And he's very knowledgeable. Maybe ask him about the Essene Gospel of Peace. What are his thoughts, on that book as well? All right, so I've been live for about 25 minutes. Are you saying Creation Care Church? Yes, Creation Care Church. Have you ever been there? You've been there, Ruth, right? Creation Care Church. Oh, I'll write it in the comments. Creation Care Church. There you go. Creation Care Church. Yep. So yeah, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think Craig does his live services always on a Friday, just at the start of the Sabbath, around 6 p.m. So, every 2 weeks. So hopefully that they increase that soon. No, I've never watched it before. I will tonight. Yeah, check him out. He actually has it's either a bachelor's or a master's in studying the Bible, and he's been studying the Bible for years now. He's of course a vegan church, and his sermons are actually amazing. When I was following God all my life from the age of 14, and when I went vegan, I gave up on God. I couldn't understand, how can he cause all this suffering in the world and not do anything about it? And it just continues to happen. So then after going vegan, of course, I wake up to the truth. I went back to the scriptures and started reading them again, and they're different this time. After going vegan, they become different. And Creation Care Church, just listening to Craig read them out, and wow, very powerful. Opened my eyes, and the scriptures just come alive now and clearly make sense to me. And it's my job actually now to just share the scriptures, share the truth constantly as we speak up for the oppressed. Well, maybe Ruth, you can make it tonight. Hey Martin, good to have you. Yeah, Ruth, maybe you can make it tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's just 3 hours from now. I think on YouTube, you have to go to the live tab on Creation Care Church, or on Facebook. You just go to Facebook and it just pops up, I think. But yeah, check it out. Yeah, hi Martin. Great to have you here. I was 28 minutes in. Just testing out the stream here. I was just reading a couple of excerpts from the Essene Gospel of Peace. Going to pop out and do a little bit of shopping while it's still early in the afternoon. I hope you guys can join Creation Care Church tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is live, and we can chat in the comments there while we're doing the live event. And then if you're still free at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, this Creation Care Church, they will share a link. You can join them through a Zoom call. They do a live Zoom call right after it, where you just need a microphone, really, and you can join and talk with other vegan followers of God. And if you're brave enough, they have cameras too. You can turn your camera on and be a part of the Zoom call. So that's tonight as well at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll definitely pop on and say hello to people. So if you want to join that, it's tonight 7 p.m. I know it's a little late there in Spain for you, Martin, that one, or Kathy, but you feel free to join 7 p.m. tonight. I find it really interesting in the Zoom call, because sometimes because we're online, it feels, you might feel like alone most of the time at home, or maybe get lonely, maybe even depressed. So I think it's important just build on your vegan community. Martin, I see Martin whenever I go to any live vegan kind of outreach or online or on YouTube. I always see Martin in the chat talking to someone, and usually Kathy too. Yeah, so. And Daniel, actually, I've seen you guys recently, so that's cool. All right, it's been half an hour. Thank you for joining. Like I said, we're just testing out. My service will be at tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be promoting that amazing group, Peter, that goes out there and speaks up for the animals. So join me 3 p.m. tomorrow. And tonight, if you want to be there, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, come join Creation Care Church. Let's build that community and be a better voice for all the animals, right? All right, take care, everyone. I'm gonna end the live stream. It all works. I can't believe it all works still. I hope my voice is in sync with the lips. That's usually a problem, and I don't see no ripping or tearing through as I move around. Okay, good. All right, take care, friends. See you guys later. Yeah, goodbye, awesome vegans. You're all doing great. Every one of you. Let me find the end button here. There we go.